This video might get me possessed. What's up guys? Kelsey here. I've been wanting to do this video forever. I wanted to share my ghost experiences. Here we go. When I was a little girl, I would always talk to this little boy. My mom thought like it was just an imaginary friend. I did have imaginary friends growing up. Most little kids do. This was not imaginary. I was friends with a little boy who was a ghost. I don't remember his name, but he was a little boy and he lived in the house before we did. One day he told me to go hide in my older sister's room, so I did. I didn't pick up that he was a ghost until like I was grown up. I just thought he was a friend. I was hiding in Megan's room between the wall and her bed. I'm laying there, perfect fit for me. She catches me. She hears me kind of talking. I'm talking to the boy. She catches me and says, "What are you doing? Get out." And I go,
"She called us."
Turn to nobody. So she's freaking out. Another one. But Megan told us it was at her old place. Before this one, I went to school and my mom went to work. So my mom goes to work first and then I go to school like an hour after. Megan usually goes before me, but she wasn't feeling well, so she was staying home. She's laying in her room. She told us, I'm getting chills right now. Every time I talk about it, I freak out. I literally just heard noise in my kitchen. And her closet doors, it was so hard to close our closet doors that we need both hands and all our strength to open and close them. And in the middle of the night or in the other room, she would hear her closet doors just opening and closing. The first ghost experience in that house that we lived there for about 7.5 years. The first ghost experience there that I remember, I called up Sarah. We lived just down the parking lot from each other and we were going to hang out. So I had a little bit of a headache, so I said, hey, I'm going to rest a little bit and I'm gonna head on over in about an hour. Okay, hang up the phone. I lay down in my room, the radio on a little bit, laying there, and I felt a grab on my arm. It wasn't my nerves, it wasn't my muscle, it wasn't muscle spasms, it was a grab. Like it jolted me awake. I'm like, hey Sarah, I'm on my way now. A bunch of times my fan would just turn on in the middle of the night. The weirdest part, it was unplugged. So it would just start turning on, not the blades turning like a little bit, like wind or something. It full on turned on. Another time, I was sitting on the couch. My mom went out one weekend. I was sitting on the couch watching Back to the Future and Megan was in her room. And I heard a psst from behind me. Like a loud, clear psst from behind me. And I thought like it was Megan. I thought she went in the kitchen. So I go, what? I look around. It's just me. I never felt safe. I never wanted to stay home alone. That I would always call over friends. I would always want to go somewhere else. Once I even tried to test it, so I had an empty chip bag. I was messing around, but I wanted to test it. I had an empty chip bag and it was just there on the table. And I said, and I had a theory. I still have this theory that it was a family member that passed before I was born, wanting to watch me grow up without actually being there. Like my nanny, who is my mom's grandma. My great grandma, I would have called her nanny, so let's just say nanny. We believe that I believe that it's her. My mom, who doesn't really believe ghosts, she would just say, no, it's not. It's your imagination. I recently lost my stepmom, and I keep asking her to give me signs, so I think this is the signs. Now, I lost her in July, but before then, it was really freaky, because I didn't know who it was. Anyway, so the chip bag, I asked, if you are a family member, move the chip bag a little bit. The bag went it like jittered. Like if you put your hand in there and went to get like a whole handful of chips, that's how that went down. And I'm like, I think I'm done with the chips. Another time living here, at the old house, you felt like a weight on your shoulder, like you felt really scared there. But here it's very nice, and it's like, I like it. But recently, I'm hearing a lot of sounds in the house. We do have very loud neighbors, but I keep hearing things down the hall or in my room that really freak me out, and I see things. I have told a couple friends this because this is kind of true. I can tell if something is here. I was able to tell once that it was like a friend's family member, and that's if the energy is so strong. Can't now. You know what I mean? Now I can just tell if something is in the room. I can feel the presence. That's about it. But I keep seeing things, and that's what's freaking me out. So in this house, I've been seeing things, hearing things, and let's talk about Ouija boards. I wanted one for the longest time. So one night, Sarah came to sleep over. I said, like, let's make a Ouija board because I don't have one. Let's make one. First of all, Ouija board itself is dangerous. Making one, bitch. We get some paper and pens and a cookie cutter. I got a little heart one because I wanted to talk to a loving spirit. I wanted it to be my stepmom. To be Nini. That's what I called her. I wanted it to be her. We're like, okay, we're only gonna talk to them. And I had this app on my phone. It's real, guys. It's real. It's called Ghost Radar. You see the energy level, and it shows little orbs of which direction it's in. The energy level is strong enough, it will pick a word from the dictionary in there. It can't make up a word, it just picks it from there. And I'll talk about that in a minute. DIY Ouija board. We asked. We were very loving. We wanted to talk to Nini. And it said it wasn't her. And I felt very drained. I just very tired after. And I didn't want to continue with it. So I was like, no, bye. Stop that. During that night, Sarah put her glasses on her iPad on my desk. We're in my bed just laying there. And then all you hear is a clatter of her glasses falling off the iPad or something. What could have pushed it off? A ghost. I 100% believe in ghosts. Now let's talk about the app what I kept getting. One of the most recent ones that I got, and it really freaked me out. I just put it on and just said any word, and the thing on there, the orb, my camera died. So app said that the ghost was right in front of me. So me jokingly kicked my leg out. The next word that came up on the app was mean. It was calling me mean because I kicked it. Immediately apologized. I'm so sorry. I just lost my stepmom. So I'm in my bed watching Grey's Anatomy. That's my favorite show, and it was one of hers too. So I just got to the part, spoiler alert, where George died, got hit by a bus. So I just playfully opened the app and I said, Nini, give me a sign that you're here. The word that came up was George. Come on! Got form and cancer, and she died from a form of cancer. So she has come around. One of the things that really spooked me was for Thanksgiving, the first holiday after we lost her. I was at my dad's house. And we've all been drinking a little bit. I've had one. So remember, one little drink. It was getting late. Carly was in her room on her phone. Just wanted to leave her. And Nini's mom, my grandma, I'll say my grandma, was on the couch with my dad And Megan was there too. I sit beside Megan. I kind of put my head down. I fell asleep. It's me. I fell asleep a little bit. And then something jolted me. It made me like jolt awake. And usually when I wake up, I just look straight or something. I was facing over here. But it made me look over here near the rocking chair-ish, like the big comfy chair where she used to sit on all the time. And I saw her. I saw her standing behind the chair, and my dad was sitting in it, or her face, so I know it's her. I had to like blink a few times, and I was like, what? I was really in shock. My grandma was like, are you okay? Like, what? And I said, I just saw her. And of course, like, Megan thought I'm lying. She's like, are you serious? Don't joke around. I'm serious. I saw her. I'm getting a little emotional. She has said before she passed, she wanted to come back as a bunny. So any bunny we would see would be like, oh, look who came to visit. I need some closure about it. I should do a story time about that, but I don't know. I don't know. If you guys want to see a story time, just let me know. Other times that I've seen or heard like ghostly things, I've told my mom before I wanted a Ouija board. She finally got me one, but she got me one from a garage sale. From a garage sale. So who knows what kind of demon's in it. Right now it's in my black trunk. I haven't touched it since, and I'm not going to. You saw my story time about how I hurt my foot. So it was the night I hurt my foot, and my foot was in so much pain that it was dark in my room, and I like felt like it was getting swollen. So I turned on the flash, my phone, to get a picture, and then this happens. Yeah, so that's one time. I always Snapchat my ghostly experiences. I always Snapchat like, oh my god, this just happened. I had some things on the shelves fall off. I went to take a picture of me on Snapchat, and before I turned the camera facing towards me, I saw an orb. One time I went to a Talking to the Dead tour kind of thing. It was 2 years ago. It was 2 years ago. We took a bunch of pictures. Basically, it was a tour guide taking us to the most haunted places in Winnipeg. We went to those places and got some pictures. I got a pretty spooky picture. As you can see, it's first one, just normal, and it was like a second after. So I take a picture after the flash goes away, it's another one, and that. And y'all know my Snapchat video that I posted. It's Caught Ghosts on Camera. Go check that out. Recently, I'll add that also, caught taking a Snapchat filter, and it just caught on the wall, caught on something. So basically that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed. I know I was kind of rambling on, but just because it's a spooky subject and my house is making noises, basically telling me to stop, so I'm gonna stop. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a big thumbs up if you liked it, and if you want more, comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe. So I'll see you guys next time.